Okay, cool. There we go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Christmas in July.
Christmas in July still.
And once again, I wore a Christmas sweatshirt, but you can't see it. It
I
does
do
say
not.
peace on earth, which we
Oh,
could all use
cute.
right about
Yes.
now. And
Is
I
that a
wore a
Christmas
Christmas.
scarf?
It is, but I tied it in such a way that you can't really tell. There's candy canes and stockings. I have red nails. I have red lips. Feeling very
You're so
festive this morning.
Christmassy. I'm
In
not.
fact, I went through a coffee drive-through yesterday, and I went to grab my coffee, and the guy grabs my hand. He goes, "Your nails. That is the most beautiful red I've ever seen." Thank you.
Thank you
I
so
glued
much.
them on myself.
I know. Now that I've been getting my nails done, I find myself when I give people like their credit card back at the window, I'm like, here you go.
You have to show. Yeah. Please mention my nails. Or if I'm
Yes.
at the gym, I go to Pure Barre every week. It's like, oh, how can I stretch so the lady next to me sees how lovely my nails are? It's silly.
But I try to reciprocate. So like if a customer has
Oh, for
nice
sure.
nails, I always will tell them like, I love your nails.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but
Gotta lift each other up.
yesterday Dexter was like, I don't like those. Take them off. I'm like, these are my real nails. No, they're not. I'm like, yeah, they are. He did not believe me. So,
Aw. Did he just
funny.
not like the design, or he just
Maybe,
likes
I
your
don't
natural
know.
nails?
Well, they do feel thicker because they have gel on them.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's what he doesn't like. But I'm like, it's not
Yeah.
as if he plays with my fingernails on a regular basis or anything.
No. Take them
So,
off.
I don't know. I don't know. But
So, have you watched any of the episodes of Christmas at Sea?
not yet. I have not. Have you?
I haven't either. No, I'm probably going to do that later today, watch the first one. But I did see that they just announced who the talent lineup is going to be for the cruise in the fall.
Yes.
And Jonathan Bennett is returning as host, and he is going to have a co-host this year in Nikki DeLoach, which I think that should be a really good pairing.
I think that's so smart too, because he was exhausted by the end.
Yeah.
Just because I think not only was he scheduled to be at a lot of stuff, but I think he felt compelled to be at a lot of stuff.
For sure.
Even if he wasn't scheduled to be there. And so, I mean, he must have just had to drag himself off of that boat.
Oh, yeah. And then to turn around and do it, was it a week or 2 weeks later?
Yeah.
All over again. So I think it'll be a great help to have a co-host. But there were a lot of Cruise One returners that are coming back in the fall. BJ Britt, Tyler Hines, Brendan Penny, Ashley Williams, Heather Hemmons, Christopher Palaha, Rachel Boston. All very lovely when we went on Cruise One. Plus some from Cruise Two, Benjamin Ayers, Wes Brown, Gina Claire Mason, Sarah Drew, Andrew Walker, Kimberly Sustad, Paul Campbell, Kevin McGarry, and Aaron Cahill. So really, really great lineup. So anybody going on the cruise, you're going to have such a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I did see on their Facebook page, though, people trying to sell tickets. One gal, two of her cruise mates ended up not being able to come. She's trying to sell tickets. One tip that Six Man said, if you are planning on doing that, go through them. Make sure you do it legitimately, because some people got scammed last year, which is awful. People came on saying they had tickets. People sent them money in good faith, and then these people just disappeared. So make sure if you're buying, selling, go through Six Man.
For sure. Yeah. And also, make sure you kind of know these people, because you have to share a room with them. And, it's not always the best thing to share a room with a stranger. So although we were all there with holiday cheer, there were definitely some grumpy grumpuses that were on that cruise, and I would not have wanted to share a room with them.
Yeah. Or maybe people that like to enjoy their cocktails a little more than I do, a little more late into the night.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that it's going to be a fun experience. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And for us, it was great because, I mean, obviously we know each other really well, but also we didn't feel compelled to have to entertain each other. So if you, because you were injured, needed to go back to the room and I wanted to walk around or go sit at the bar or go watch a movie, that they were airing downstairs, I would just go, and I knew it wouldn't hurt your feelings, and vice versa.
No. Yeah. I sat on the
So
balcony and read a book.
yeah, absolutely. I
So,
mean, yeah, so if you're going, don't forget that it's also your vacation. So enjoy the Hallmark stuff, but also give yourself
mhm.
permission to say, I want to read a book right now, and that's totally
Yeah.
okay. So
Make it
we
what you
should,
want it to be.
yeah, we should publish a list of some reads that we would suggest to take on the cruise.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That would
I'll
be
get on
fun.
that. Let me
Yeah.
jot that down. Cruise list.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then,
was surprised to see that neither of the people from the Buffalo Bills movie are going to be on the cruise.
no, that's interesting.
Yeah, I figured they would be because they were heavily invested
Hmm.
in marketing that the Chiefs movie last year, and so Hunter King was on both cruises, right? I think, or was she just
I
on
think
ours?
so. Now I don't remember, but Tyler Hines was on both.
Yes, and he's back this year, which of course, if you're a Heine, you'll be so
Oh, yeah.
excited because he's one who's like in the trenches, out there all the time. He's
Yeah.
there to like be present with the fans, not hide in his room. And
Take the
really,
boot shots.
yeah, and really pretty much everybody was like that. I felt like they were
Yeah.
very involved. So,
Hmm.
yeah. I
Yeah.
wonder if the list though is indicative of who we're going to see in holiday movies this season.
Oh, could be. Yeah. And the fact that
Yeah.
so many returned for a second year tells you that they really had a great time too. And they
Yes.
really love engaging with their fans, which I think
Mhm.
is awesome. It would be
Yep.
exhausting, but they
Oh yeah.
really, I mean, they're actors, right? But they really seem like they're genuinely having a great time.
Mhm. Yep.
So,
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
so that's the cruise. And
Mhm.
we are knee deep in Christmas in July. Welcome to Love on the Pod, a podcast about all the cheesy, romantic TV movies we adore. I am Sherry,
I'm
and Jessica's
Jessica.
taking a
I
drink.
was drinking coffee. Sorry, I had a momentary lapse in judgment. You guys know
That's
my
all
name. It's
right.
fine.
We're still here. We're still
Mhm.
missing Danny, but she is
Yes.
enjoying her maternity leave, and we'll get her back when she's feeling ready.
Yeah, she's thinking
But to
holiday season-ish.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and
which is great because there'll be a
yeah.
lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah. And we know that the holidays hit early at Hallmark. It's usually October. So, as soon as
Yeah,
that
so coming up
Halloween,
very soon.
yeah, as soon as that Halloween movie airs, I'm sure it'll be right to Christmas.
I'm so excited for that Halloween movie.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Can't
So
wait.
excited. Yeah.
But today we are discussing a 2024 Hallmark Christmas movie starring Taylor Cole and Kevin McGarry called A Reason for the Season, which I did watch last year, watched it again this year, obviously, for the podcast. And I'm just going to jump into a real quick synopsis. Like I said, it's a 2024 Christmas movie. It centers around Evie Lane, a somewhat spoiled heiress to her mother's $1 billion cosmetics company. Her mother, Elizabeth, tasks her with a special mission before Evie can access her trust fund. She must find and grant Christmas wishes to the strangers who helped a young Elizabeth deliver Evie in a small town diner 35 years prior. Evie, initially reluctant, returns to the town and enlists the help of Kyle, the local attorney, who's very attractive, of course.
Hmm.
And he's going to help her track down these individuals. As she anonymously works to try to fulfill their wishes, she begins to understand the true meaning of generosity and the impact of community, all while let's face it, an expected romance blossoms with Kyle.
It's, we had no idea it was coming.
I am totally surprised. The release date for this one was November 14th, 2024. And as I said, it stars Taylor Cole as Evie, Kevin McGarry, as we know from When Calls the Heart, as
Mhm.
Kyle. It was directed by Jason Bork, I believe is how you pronounce it. He also directed one of my favorite recent Christmas movies, Hallmark movies, My Christmas Family Tree with Amy Teagarden and Andrew Walker.
Mm,
And have you seen that one where
I don't think so.
she takes a DNA test, she's looking for her biological family? Very good.
No.
Highly recommend that one.
Okay.
It's called My Christmas Family Tree. It was written by Brooke Durham, who also wrote The Royal Nanny and Ms. Christmas Comes to Town. I have not seen Ms. Christmas, but I have seen The Royal Mammy. So,
Yes, me too.
along with a host of other movies. It was filmed in Langley, BC, mostly in Brookswood, with some filming at the Omni Kitchen and Bar in Fort Langley, which I looked up, and their catchphrase is comfort food your way. So they serve traditional, plant-based, dairy-free, and gluten-free, and every menu item can be made your way. So if you see a delicious burger, you want it on a gluten-free bun or you want it plant-based, anything on their menu can be adjusted, which I thought was
Wow.
really cool.
That
So
is cool.
if we get up to Langley, BC, Omni Kitchen and a Bar in Fort
Okay.
Langley.
Cool.
Okay, so we're going to jump in and discuss our initial thoughts about this movie, our reason for the season. What do you think?
I thought it was cute. I did not watch it last season. So this was a Hallmark Mysteries film, which those tend to be a little bit more, not, not necessarily heart-centered, but a little bit more emotional, I think.
Mm-hmm,
Pull on your heartstrings a bit more. And I thought they did a really good job with it. I thought the two main characters had great chemistry. And of course, there was some predictability. There were a few things where I was like, I'm not sure that that did what they thought it was going to do.
mm-hmm,
But these are two really strong actors from the channel. Like they just usually hit it out of the park in anything that they're in. So
mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. I would definitely watch it again.
Yeah, when they brought Kevin McGarry on to When Calls the Heart, I had just become a late blooming Hardy. And I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because Daniel Lissing is so great.
Hmm.
And they brought in this new love interest for Elizabeth. And part of me was like, I'm not going to like this guy. Oh, he's so great.
Yeah.
He's so great. And that's echoed in this movie as well. He's just so likable.
Hmm.
So yeah, I echo everything you said. I enjoyed it. Their chemistry was great. And I loved the storyline, which we'll talk about, but it's something kind of different for Hallmark. Yes, there's some predictability, but I was thinking this morning, we talk about the predictability of movies, and one of my best friends gives me a hard time about watching all these Hallmark movies because they're so predictable. And I got to thinking, what movie really isn't predictable? I mean, there's some that really throw you for a loop, but
Shutter Island.
yeah, things like that where you just say, wow, I did not see that coming. But
Yeah.
you watch Netflix, you watch Lifetime, you watch GIC, you watch Hallmark, you watch just a regular network movie. There's going to be some predictability about it.
Yeah.
And I tend to love that because it's a comfort thing for me. I
Hmm.
want to know that it's going to end up good in the end and I'm not going to be blown away with what? What?
Why
you
did
know,
she die?
yeah, exactly. Or why did they kill the dog? So So anyway, I digress, but we're going to get into a little recap. It's Christmas 1989. We open with a small town diner Christmas party. A pregnant woman, Elizabeth, is driving on a wintry roads when she suddenly goes into labor and pulls over at the diner. The town doctor just happens to be there and delivers baby Evie. The moment is documented with a Polaroid photo of the whole group of everyone that was there. Things turn urgent when we learn that Evie has an abdominal obstruction and needs to be rushed to the hospital. We fast forward. Elizabeth is much older. She's speaking in front of a group of people retelling the story of Evie's birth 35 years prior. And now the generosity of the people present at Evie's birth and how the generosity of the people present at Evie's birth and the donations to cover medical expenses helped keep her alive in her dream of starting her own company alive, Lane Cosmetics, and which grew into a multi-billion-dollar company. Just a little side note, Taylor Cole, who plays Evie, is 41 in this movie. Well, when they film this movie in real life.
Hmm.
Sarah Jane Redmond, who plays her mother, is 54. So, because I had to look that up because when Evie gets up on stage and the mom is presenting her in front of this group of people, this is Evie, this is, who the story's about. I thought, wow, they look more like sisters. Well, yeah, that's because
They could be.
they could be. But
Uh,
but anyway, they're both great actresses and they did it really
mhm.
great. job as mother-daughter.
Yeah, it wasn't so, because Taylor Cole can totally pass for 35, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as bad as what we've seen in some movies where you're like, there is no freaking way that that is her
He's
mom.
4 years older than his dad.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it wasn't like, definitely the mom looked young, but I also thought, well, she owns a cosmetics company. So she's probably like, Kardashianing it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's like, that helps the character that, she owns this cosmetic company. She's probably doing a lot of Botox, probably had a
Mm-hmm.
facelift, doing all these things. And so it's a little bit more believable than like, oh, this is my mom. I'm 36 and she's 38.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Yeah, it's funny because your dad and I were watching the show, and I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to call out every actor about having some work done. But we were watching the show that we really enjoy, and you'll probably figure it out because I probably mentioned it before, but a new character is introduced, and I said, "Is that so and so from this one movie that we really like?"
Mm-hmm.
And your dad looked really close. He said, "Yeah. What the hell happened? His face doesn't move at all." So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you have the pressure to look young when you're working in Hollywood,
For sure.
and even if you're not working in Hollywood, all the ads that you see on TV or on Instagram, TikTok, they really make it feel like, man, if I want to live my best life, I have to look like this person. And folks, you really don't.
No.
You really don't. I haven't had
No.
any work done. I'm not opposed to it,
No.
but it
Do
scares the crap
do
out
what
of
you
me.
want. I
Is the biggest thing.
I don't want to go under for any reason, uh, let alone an optional surgery personally. But
Hmm.
anybody who wants to, I mean, Kris Jenner looks great. Your
I was going to say,
facelift looks wonderful.
have you seen her lately? I don't know what they did, but she looks amazing.
Same with Emma Stone. She's definitely
Yeah.
had a little something done, but it's
Hmm.
very like you can tell if you compare photos, but it's not like, oh God, what'd she do to her face?
Yeah.
Um,
She's not morphing into the Catwoman or anything.
No,
She
where it
looks
used to
great.
be like their eyes are getting pulled back and their cheeks are getting pulled
Hmm.
back. And um, yeah, I just don't want strings in my face. I don't want little,
No.
it freaks me out. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, there's
We've
pressure.
gone
There's a
way
lot of
off.
pressure.
Yeah.
It's okay. There's so much
But
pressure in Hollywood. That's the point, right? There's so
that's
much
the point.
pressure to
And
look young.
Elizabeth runs a cosmetic company, so that's kind of what got us off. But
Yes, yes.
it's what we
And that's
do.
okay.
So after the conference, Elizabeth and Evie go for coffee, where Elizabeth gifts Evie with the Polaroid that was taken the night that she was born in the diner. There's Elizabeth. She's holding little Evie. There's all the people that were there. There's the diner owner, the town doctor, the town sheriff, a couple other people, firefighter,
Hmm.
and the guy who took the picture. We'll find out later about him.
Did you find
But
it odd that she had never seen this photo before?
yes,
I found that
wouldn't
very
you think
weird.
that that's something that she would have shown her as a child?
It's not like she didn't know the story. She knew the story.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
you figured that photo would probably live in her baby book, right? Like she
I would think so. Yeah.
uh,
And they took 2 copies of it because they like to, at the diner, they said they like to hang up photos of events that happen at the diner. So
yeah,
there's another
whenever
copy
babies are born
floating
here,
around
we
somewhere.
like to document it.
Yeah. Happens all the time. But so Mom Elizabeth is having a heart to heart with Evie about how she's been spoiled her whole life because the mom grew this mega billion-dollar company. And so you get the idea that she's not a brat, but she's been pretty much given everything. She doesn't necessarily have to work really hard. And I don't know what she does for the company. She does something.
Well, they talked about how
Did,
she had tried a fashion line and that didn't work out.
mm-hmm,
Um, Lane fashion or something like that. And so they were kind of having this conversation about how, oh, you've been so supportive, Mom. You know how I love my fashion. Like it
mm-hmm.
seemed like any kind of endeavor she felt like doing, her mom would just kind of fund it.
Support
And
it. Mm-hmm.
they were never successful. So, and she's 35 and she's still living off her mom's money. So yeah, that's not
Time
the
to buckle
best.
down.
It's not ideal,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Evie calls it well kept, cared for. The mom calls it spoiled.
Hmm.
So Elizabeth decides to present Evie with a challenge, and she wants her to find the people in the photo and repay their kindness from the night she was born. And Evie wants to know, why can't I just build them a library or a school in their name or something,
Hmm.
get press for the brand at the same time. She has no idea how to relate to middle class people.
No.
But the mom says, no, I want you to perform a series of tasks that will pay back the people present at your birth. And this is in order to collect her trust fund. And she must do it by midnight on Christmas Eve, or she doesn't get her money, which you've been raised as a billionaire heiress your entire life, then suddenly you're going to be broke. There's some urgency behind that.
Yeah, I found this weird. I I found this a little odd. Like, this is actually pretty mean of the mom,
Mm-hmm.
honestly.
Yeah.
You've played this role in your daughter's life of funding her every desire, and now all of a sudden you're like,
Yeah.
it's enough. We're done. I didn't teach you how to take care of yourself. I didn't, you know, let you fall down and make mistakes, and now I expect you to do this very difficult task, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking all your money away and you're going to be poor. And I just felt like, wow, that's not very nice.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You've given her
So,
basically zero tools in order to make this happen.
yes.
And you've got, I think it's like a week time frame,
Yeah.
something like that.
I almost feel like it would have been cool for them to do it together. Like, find a way to do
Yeah.
it together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even though her mom does know who these people are, we find out later, and she has connected with them in the past. But that would have been like a nice little teachable moment, instead of just
Mm-hmm.
like, get out of here. Like, I don't care. Go figure it out, or you're
Yeah.
broke and you can live on the street.
What parent does that? Well, and it doesn't matter how old your kids are. You always have something to teach them, and you always have something to learn from them. So I like that
Yeah.
idea of them somehow doing this together.
Yeah.
But that's not
Yeah.
what happened.
No, that's not what happened, and that's okay.
And additionally, she has to take on a fake persona in order to make this happen. She doesn't want anyone in the town to know who Evie is.
Hmm.
She wants her to give in order to get. So Evie arrives in Brookswood at her B&B, where she snobbishly turns down an invitation to sign up for holiday activities. This is your typical small town in a Christmas or a Hallmark Christmas movie where everybody knows everybody. There's festivals and Christmas activities, and everybody gets involved. Evie doesn't want anything to do with that. She wants her
Yeah.
visit to be very brief.
And the lady's like, it's all free. And I am thinking, who is paying for all of this stuff? It's
Exactly.
all free? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Mm-hmm.
This tiny town that can't afford a new fire engine, and all the
But
holiday activities
everything's
are
free.
free for everybody.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
gosh.
Well, and of course, Evie sticks out like a sore thumb. She's got her designer pink coat with a skirt and a matching beret, and she looks adorable,
Oh,
but
my gosh.
she's not
Yeah.
small town folk. So she is, she's decided she's in search for an attorney to help her see this through. And here comes the meet cute. Her new name is Mary Dawson. And there's only one attorney in town, of course, and he is handsome. And the town's most eligible bachelor. I don't know who decides this. And did
She
they have
said
a
they had a
contest?
contest. Yeah, the lady
Oh, they
said they
did
had a
have a contest.
contest. Yes. She's like, we had a contest. I was a judge.
Yeah, every other guy in town is 50 or above, so of course he's the most eligible bachelor. He's also the town youth hockey coach, Kyle Newman, and she enlists the help of Kyle to help find the four people in the photograph in order to reward them for their kindness in helping save the life of an infant. She can't reveal that it's her, but she wants to fulfill their Christmas wishes. Kyle is skeptical, of course. The people of Brookswood are humble, and if they helped a young mother, it was because of kindness, not a desire to get something out of it.
Hmm.
Mary argues and assures Kyle that absolutely everyone has a price, And at which Kyle walks away, stating that he doesn't want to work with Mary. But she convinces him to change his mind as long as she is willing to undergo a make-under. She needs to fit in and be approachable, which I agree. Nobody wants to talk to her. They probably think that she's running some sort of angle. Who is this rich-looking woman? So
Yes,
they're in the
but
boutique. Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say yes, but my other thought was, would this outfit be weird in another Hallmark movie? Not really. Like, could I see Alexa Penavega wearing this outfit in as a heroine of a Hallmark movie? Totally. Absolutely.
Sure. In
So
fact, there
she
was a
has
very
worn
similar outfit. Yeah.
yeah. So I
In that
felt
Paris
like
proposal.
yes, I felt like they could have gone a little bit more over the top with her outfit. Like maybe
Mm-hmm.
more Paris Hilton, right? Like maybe she's carrying a dog with her. Maybe
Yeah.
she, has a dog in a purse. Maybe she has feathers on
A
something or,
big fur collar and gloves or something.
yes.
Yeah. Not like Zsa
Yes.
Zsa, but you know what I mean. Like a
Just a
suit with
little,
a fur collar,
yeah, just a
leather
little push.
gloves. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, push it a little bit more to where she really needs the make under because I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, sure, but I didn't feel like the difference between before and after her was that giant, except that she was like went from hot pink to sad beige, right? So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not a huge difference.
Yeah. She was still wearing berets and heels.
Yeah,
And the boutique
yeah.
had a lot of really cute clothes because
Oh yeah.
she's going through the boutique. She's just treating Kyle like her personal assistant and she's just throwing clothes on his arms and he's looking at her like, okay.
What are you doing?
So you get the feeling that she's used to bossing people around.
Why do you
And
think she would have sought out a lawyer as opposed to a private investigator?
yeah, that's a good point. Why does she need a lawyer?
I don't know.
Maybe because she can't reveal to him that she's trying to get her trust fund. So it has
Right.
nothing to do with, can my mom keep this from me? Because she
Yeah.
can't tell him about it. So yeah, a
Mm-mm.
private investigator would have been better. But would there be a private investigator in a small town? Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe
They
not.
made this sound like a very small town because there's one sheriff, one attorney, one doctor in the whole town.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So maybe this lawyer is, I mean, I guess maybe he does kind of play the role of a private investigator if he needs to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
multifaceted.
Yes.
But they decide to go to a work dinner and they end up going to the diner and sitting at the very table that Evie was born at. And Jack Marshall, he's
Yummy.
still the I know, a child was born not just at the booth. She was actually born on the table. They laid her out on the table. I would hope that 35 years later it's a different table, but who knows?
Who knows? This is a
It looked
small
the
town.
same. Yeah. So Jack Marshall is still the owner of the diner. He was present the night that Evie was born, and he relays this story of this child born on Christmas Eve. And you kind of start to get the feeling that he might know something's up. And Evie slips $100 tip under the plate as they leave. Roy Garland works on the town's holiday festival. He's the firefighter. Kyle recruits Mary to fill in as Santa's elf so she can work with Roy and get an idea of what his Christmas wish will be. He's another person who was present at her birth. She agrees, but only if she can order her own elf costume because the felt green and red costume was not good enough for Mary Evie.
No.
Which is like, that's another red flag. You're supposed to fit in here. Don't
Just
go
wear
and buy
it.
yourself.
Wear
Just
the
wear it.
freaking elf costume. Who cares?
Exactly. So Evie, Mary, returns to the diner alone and chats with Jack. He pulls out a copy of the Polaroid taken the night that Evie was born and says, "You look just like your mom." He recognized the family resemblance immediately. And also she was wearing the same pendant that her mom had been wearing the night that she was born, which I didn't pick up on that until he said that.
No, but I like that they had two reasons because I don't think they look enough alike for that to be a
No.
compelling
Mm-mm.
reason. So I like that they
Yeah.
added the second one.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's been 35 years, and how many customers later wouldn't
Yeah,
even
you're like,
remember
you
exactly what she
remember?
was doing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
Yeah. Evie explains why she's there, noting that she's using an assumed identity to avoid the folks who are only after her money, which, makes sense. But in this small town,
Mhm.
it sounds like nobody there would be only after her
But
money.
that's not actually why she's using this assumed identity. It has nothing to do
No.
with avoiding
Hmm.
folks. So
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
just, I don't know. She's wrapping herself in this web of lies that I
Hmm.
felt like it's kind of unnecessary, but we know Hallmark movies are based on lies a lot of the
Yeah,
time.
it's true.
Then we work it out in the end, but there are lots of lies.
You're auditioning for a role, and one of the questions is, "How are you at lying?"
Are you good at it?
I'm great. Yeah, but
Although
that you,
this is a total side note, but I know we both watched it. We're going to review As Good as It Gets in a few weeks. And I was so pleased when they were both honest with each other. I almost jumped up and down.
yes,
I was like, we're
yeah,
halfway through the movie and they're telling each other the truth and nobody's getting mad. I'm so happy.
exactly. More of that. We want more of
Yes,
that.
please. Okay. Anyway, sidebar.
So then we run into Sheriff Bedford, who was also there the night that Evie was born. Evie almost backs into her with a car. She can't produce a driver's license because that would give away her identity. So instead of writing her a ticket, the sheriff just hauls her booty to jail, which I don't know that would actually happen. She didn't actually run over her. She just almost
No,
backed
but I
into
think
her.
if you don't have your license, I think they would because they can't let you drive away, right? If you don't have your
That's
license.
true.
So they
Yeah.
might take you to jail or tell you, call somebody to come get you, but they might just take
Yeah,
you
that's
to
true.
jail and then wait for somebody to come pick you up. I don't know.
Yeah,
Never had that
could be.
happen, thankfully, but
Yeah. So she goes to jail. They immediately just give her community service. She's got to work some community service. She calls Kyle, and he's going to accompany her to community service because apparently he has 16 unpaid parking tickets because there's a lot of parking meters in this small town.
that's the only way they make money. Everything
Yeah.
else is free.
Hmm. So Evie learns that Sheriff Bedford comes from a long line of police personnel. Her family's been in the police department for 200 years, I think she said.
I think it was
It's a
100.
long time.
Yeah.
100? Okay. So Evie has an idea that maybe she could erect some sort of a memorial monument for the family, and that would be
Mhm.
her gift to Sheriff Bedford. They end up working at a swap meet that's a fundraiser, and Kyle sees this really ratchet homemade snow globe, and he's very excited about it.
My dad
And
used to make these. I'm like,
yeah, like no, every
okay.
first grader in elementary school used to make these, but it's sweet because his dad has passed away when he was a teen, I think they said,
Yeah.
and um, so he's excited about it. But the gist of this swap meet is you can't buy anything; you have to
Mhm.
trade something. And so Evie takes off her bracelet, turns out to be $1,000 designer bracelet, and trades for the snow globe.
Well, because he tells her, no, 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 I can't let you do that. And she goes, oh, it's just costume jewelry. It can't be worth more than $100. And I'm like, costume jewelry does not cost $100. So you
It's
are so out of touch.
$12.99.
You are
Yeah,
so out of touch.
exactly.
You have no idea. And you're going to spend $100 on this snow globe?
Yeah. And
No, you make him one.
exactly.
It would cost you
She's
$4.
totally out. Yeah. She's totally out of touch because I'd look at a bracelet and if it said $100, nope, I'm not going to buy that.
No, thank
Somebody
you.
wants to buy it for me. Great. But,
But you could tell
um,
it's a diamond tennis bracelet. And
yeah.
later when they say it cost $1,000, I'm like, no, it didn't. It cost way more than that.
Oh, for sure. Because
Yeah.
the whole thing,
Oh yeah, it's
diamonds
gorgeous.
all the way around. Mhm.
Yeah.
So we move forward to the B&B. Evie is just about to tell Kyle the truth. She wants to own up to what's going on. But Dr. Kate shows up. She meets her, Mary. There seems to be a glimmer of recognition there, but she doesn't say anything. Um, Evie and Kyle chat about his upbringing and how town rallied together to raise him after his dad died. And the point that he wanted to make to her is that the people in Brookswood really look out for one another, and that's just what they do. She learns that Brookswood has their own secret Santa who donates toys and pays off all the unpaid pediatric bills on December 1st every year. She calls her mom to find out, yes, Elizabeth is the one that's been gifting the town these gifts because she tried to help the people at the diner directly herself, but they were too humble and they turned her down. So she found a way to give indirectly. So now Evie's angry. It's like, we already tried to repay them. They don't want you to repay them. What am I doing here? How am I going to get my trust fund?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's feeling like she's not going to have any success, but she comes clean with Kyle. And to her surprise, he already knew. Because of the $1,000 bracelet, the guy felt guilty that took it in. He did some research, found out it was worth $1,000, called Kyle and let him know. And so,
but did he keep the bracelet? He's like, hey, Kyle, this is worth $1,000, but I'm going to keep it. Yeah. So have a nice day.
Yeah, they didn't say he gave it back.
Yeah. I'll make you 3,000 snow globes, okay?
Yeah. And so Evie tells Kyle she'll lose her trust fund if she's unable to grant all 4 Christmas wishes. Now, I thought they were going to have this big conflict because he overhears her on the phone with her mom, and she was saying something about, so I'm just going to lose my trust fund. And he looks a little puzzled, and I thought he was going to storm out and it was going to be this big conflict. And I'm so glad it wasn't, because I don't think that would have been necessary.
I totally expected him to get mad, and he seemed a little like frustrated with the situation.
Yeah.
But more frustrated at the lie than at like what actually was the truth. He was more frustrated that she just didn't tell him the truth from the beginning.
Yeah. I thought maybe at some point he was going to somehow see her real ID and find out that way or something. And there'd be this big blow up, and, you know, like there often is. And there wasn't. So that was good. But so they tracked down Roy, who was the firefighter, and they learned that his Christmas wish, if he could have anything he wanted, it would be a new fire engine for the department to replace their old truck that's been run down and having issues for years. Evie learns that Jack, the diner owner, has a son around Evie's age, but he won't be spending Christmas with him this year. They had a falling out. So his wish is to host a Christmas Eve birthday party for Evie. But Evie and Kyle decide to track down Jack's son, Jason. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm going in order.
Jason just happens to run an eggnog stand, which is very popular.
Yes.
With every syrup known to mankind.
Maybe it's right outside of the wrapping paper store from the last one.
I'm like, an eggnog stand? I mean, it was very cute, but I'm just thinking, eggnog is already so sweet. Why on earth would you want to put any kind of flavored syrup in it? I have no idea.
Why wouldn't it just be a coffee stand with a big sign that says we have eggnog or something like that? So
donuts, candy canes, holiday cotton candy. I don't know. Something else.
But what does Jason do the rest of the year? I have no idea.
You know, he adapts his stand. Although, you know what? Let me tell you this quick little sidebar. I'm running a night market at our coffee shop next week. And it's interesting how many connections I've been able to form because of this. As people see that we're hosting this, they want to be involved. And this company reached out to me. It's 2 women who own it. It's a small business. And they do carts like that, but they will change them up in all kinds of ways. So they can do flowers, they can do cotton candy, they can do lemonade, margaritas, and mini golf. And I was like, that's so cool. Can you show me the setup for mini golf? And they sent it to me. And so we're going to have them come out and do mini golf at the night market. Fun. But it's such a good idea because it's adaptable, right? They can do hot cocoa. They'll do like movie night snacks. They'll do popcorn. So just depending on what you need for the event, they can kind of morph. So maybe that's what this guy has created for himself as well.
Maybe he's a seasonal, whatever, kiosk owner.
Yeah. So shout out to Cloud9 in New Braunfels, Texas. You're awesome. Can't wait to work with you. Anyways,
And also
okay.
shout out to Frenchy Coffee of Cibolo, Texas.
Oh, yes.
Your coffee shop.
I'm
This
wearing the
episode
hat.
brought to you by.
If you're watching us
If
on
you're in
YouTube, you
Cibolo.
can see my hat.
And if you're in Cibolo or thereabouts, stop by Frenchy Coffee.
Yes.
They're delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's time to grant wishes. Wish number 1, Roy gets, because money is no expense to Evie. She's a multi-billionaire, or her mom is. So I couldn't even tell you what a fire engine costs. Probably $100,000 plus.
I'm going to look it up while you're talking. Or did you
Because,
look it up?
no, I didn't look it up. Fancy cars are, you can pay $100,000 for a really fancy car. So a fire engine's got to be $300,000. I have no idea.
It says they vary significantly, but in 2024, brand new fire trucks can cost almost $2 million.
Holy moly. Okay, I was way off.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well,
that's why the town could not afford a new one.
Yeah, that makes total sense. They better last a long time.
Millions of dollars. Wow. Okay.
So he gets the fire engine that he's always dreamed of. Evie and Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth comes to town. Did I say that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. Evie invites her mom, or does Jack? I can't remember now.
Jack invites the mom.
Jack, the diner owner, invites
Elizabeth
to come, and she says she'll see what she can do. Okay. So Evie and Elizabeth go and find Jason.
Heck yes, I will come. Absolutely. Not let me see if I can move my schedule around to spend my daughter's birthday and Christmas Eve with her. What? So
and
weird.
All the people that helped save her life.
Yeah, I'm like,
let me make a few calls.
You weren't already planning to hang out with your daughter, your only family member, on her birthday, which is also Christmas Eve? It's weird. Okay. Cool.
And also the day that you could potentially be taking away her billions of dollars.
Happy birthday. I'm taking all your money.
And also Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Evie and Elizabeth go and find Jason and invite him to Brookswood to spend Christmas with his dad, Jack, who he hasn't seen in years. Nothing like two strangers just coming up and saying, hey, I think you should go see your dad. And he just says, okay.
Yeah, he shuts down his eggnog cart and he's like, sure, let's go.
Yeah. So wish number 2 is granted. Jason goes and spends Christmas with his dad. Mm-hmm. Wish number 3, well, Dr. Kate is getting near retirement age and she wants to turn over her practice, but only to someone who she really believes in and who will stick with the small town and really get to know the people and run the practice as she has all these years. So they have compiled a list of candidates willing and competent to take over her practice when she's ready to retire. Wish number 3 is granted. Wish number 4, an artist has been commissioned to design a memorial to commemorate Sheriff Bedford's family legacy in their many years of law enforcement. And then surprise wish number 5. We find out that, someone had to take the picture. Yes. And who was the person who took the picture? And this got me a little emotional. Mm-hmm. It's Kyle's dad. He was there the night that Evie was born. So we have this full circle moment. So he was the one who took the photo, and he's the one who started the collection to help pay for their hospital expenses. Mm-hmm. So instead of, since she can't grant a wish to his dad because he's passed on, she asked Kyle what his wish is, and he said, I want to have a non-working dinner with you, because up to this point, they've gone out to dinner. They've talked about her mission here, and now he wants to pursue a relationship. And that's kind of how it ends. Mm-hmm. You see that they're getting romantic, but it isn't this big, I've known you a week, let's go get married, anything like that. It kind of ends with their non-working dinner, and everybody got their wish, and that's the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. Go ahead.
No, you're fine.
I was just going to give a few behind the scenes details, but is there anything else you wanted to add before that?
Well, I was just going to ask, what would your Christmas wish be?
Well, we're going to talk about that in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about that.
Okay.
So first I'll do some behind the scenes details.
Sounds good.
There weren't a lot to find, but the reviews were overwhelmingly good, with people liking the twist in the end with Kyle's dad and the chemistry between Taylor Cole and Kevin McGarry.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't really find a lot of behind the scenes info. I really missed those YouTube videos that they were doing for a while where they had
Bring
the
back the
actors.
Facebook Lives. We want them back.
Yeah. Yeah, where the actors talk about the role and in post production and how it was working with one another and what they loved about the story. And sometimes they would do a little game or a trivia at the end. And I really enjoyed those. So,
Mhm.
Hallmark,
Yeah.
if you're listening, we hope that someday you are. Bring those back because we
Yes, we
really
love
enjoyed those.
those.
So, yeah, we're going to play a game
Okay.
first, and then we'll talk about our Christmas wishes. This is
Perfect.
called, I don't know what it's called. It's called
A
Wish List
game that we're gonna
Wonderland.
play. Oh, Wish
Yeah.
List Wonderland. Okay. Wonderful.
So I'm going to give you a series of wishes in pairs, and you're going to tell me which one you would prefer and why.
Okay.
Wish number one, wish pair number one. Would you rather have the ability to instantly wrap any gift perfectly, no matter the shape, or have a never ending supply of your favorite holiday treat?
Mm, that's hard because I wouldn't want the treat because then it's not a treat anymore, right?
Mm-hmm. It gets
And
old.
the gift wrapping, I like to gift wrap. So I would rather, I'm going to change it. I would rather have the time to wrap the gifts
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because that is my issue is I have young children who are always interrupting me and I don't really particularly love to lock myself in the closet at 2 a.m. and wrap
Mm-hmm.
gifts. So, yes, having the time to just sit down and wrap all the gifts and spread them out all over the place and watch a
Mm-hmm.
movie and drink a glass of wine. I hear people talk about doing that, and I have not had that experience because children. So that's what I would pick.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm gonna go one further. Same with the treats. If I want a treat, I can bake it myself, and I wouldn't want an endless supply because then it's like, oh, if I see another cranberry bliss bar, I'm gonna, ugh.
What is
So
your favorite
what?
holiday treat?
Mm, gosh, I don't know that I have one favorite. I love a really good gingerbread cookie, like a gingerbread man. And
Mhm.
Sly's Bakery in Paulsville, Washington, has delicious gingerbread men all year
Yes.
long. Um, I love a cranberry bliss bar, but only like one or two a season because
Yeah.
they're very rich.
Yes.
Um, yeah, there's so many, and I like to try something new every year. So I couldn't really say that I have a favorite. What about you?
Do you know what mine is?
No.
The espresso thumbprint cookies. Those are my favorite.
Oh, yeah, I did know that. Yeah, that is one.
Yes.
Maybe we'll put that up on our Instagram. That's one that we make every year. They're so
That's
good.
a
I
Betty
think it's a
Crocker,
Betty
I think.
Crocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that we tore out of a magazine at one
Uh
point.
huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and
so
it's a
good.
chocolate based cookie with espresso granules in it and a chocolate ganache thumbprint filling and crushed candy canes on top.
Oh, so good.
So good.
It's
Yeah.
like a peppermint
So,
mocha in a cookie. It's
hmm
delicious.
really
So,
good.
anyways,
And there are
okay.
two variations of the recipe, and one is made with shortening and one is not. And I believe the one with shortening is the better one.
Okay.
Good
That would make
old
sense.
Crisco. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but my choice for the wish would be to have a gift because I do have time to wrap presents now, and I love to wrap presents too. And I would have a gift wrap room
Oh, yeah.
where everything's organized. The rolls are on spools on the wall. I have every kind of ribbon that I would want, every kind of little holly pick and pine pick to put on to make it really festive and beautiful, and a nice table and Christmas music. Yeah, I would have a gift wrap room.
I remember hearing, like, when I was a kid, probably, that Aaron Spelling had a gift wrapping room in his house.
Yes, a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that he would ever use it. I'm sure his staff
I
used it, but
I'm sure they had people do it. Yeah. Okay, wish pair number 2. Would you rather be able to communicate with all reindeer or instantly know the perfect, most heartfelt gift for anyone on your list?
Oh, I think the gift one. I actually think
Mhm.
I'm pretty good at that already.
You're
I
very good at it. Yeah.
feel like gift giving is like my love language. I like to give, I like
Hmm.
to get thoughtful gifts. I don't know what the reason would be for me to need to communicate with reindeer, unless I was
When
Santa.
am I
If I
going to,
was Santa, then I'd pick that one.
for sure. But when are you going to see reindeer out in the wild?
Yeah.
We have, in fact, not a reindeer, but a deer just walked by my window. We have regular, whatever they're called, white-tailed deers around here. But
Yeah.
nary will I run into a reindeer unless I'm at the zoo. And if
No.
I started talking to them, people might ship me off somewhere. So yeah, I would
Yeah.
definitely want to be able to choose the most heartfelt gift. I think I'm pretty good at it too, except for when it comes to men. Then it's
Mm.
a little more challenging for me. It's like, what do you want? Another pair of workout socks? Do you want, I don't know, specialty pretzels? And guys, at least in our family, typically don't fill out the Christmas wish list very thoroughly, or if at all. So it makes it really hard to draw inspiration from nothing. So it would be
Yes.
great to just be able to know that.
Yeah, like when you ask dad, "What do you want?" "A hug." I'm like, "Get out of here with that. I don't wanna hear
Uh-huh.
that answer."
You know what's funny though? He has said for years, every time, what do you want for your birthday? I want a chocolate cream pie. And we all laugh and be like, okay, chocolate cream pie.
Yeah.
Well, I finally made one for him this week for his birthday from scratch. It was so delicious. And he's like, I finally got my chocolate cream pie. I was like, wait a minute, you were serious? Yeah, I've been asking for a chocolate cream pie for like 10 years. I thought he was joking. So,
Well, that's
probably,
like that year I got him for Secret Santa, and he said he wanted apple pie for Christmas. I'm like, "Okay." So I made him 2
yeah,
apple pies. All right.
yeah. And they were
Sounds
so
good.
good.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, that recipe is the best. Okay,
yeah.
sorry. Distracting
Okay,
you.
that's right. Wish pair number 3. Would you rather have a magical sleigh that can take you anywhere in the world in an instant, but only during December,
Mm.
or a personal choir of carolers who show up on demand? Can I say neither? I mean, a sleigh might be fun.
I mean, a sleigh would be cool, but I feel like December is so busy. I don't really have time to go places in December.
Yeah. And would it be
Um,
shot down or something because it's a
UFO.
UFO?
Yeah, I don't know that I'd really want either one, but if I had to pick, the sleigh would be the one that I would pick.
I'd pick the sleigh
Mm.
too because the carolers, it would be like Christmas with the Cranks when the carolers show up in the window and they're all freaked out. They keep singing and singing and singing.
Yeah. Or I'd
That'll
want
be
the
one.
sleigh from is it the second Santa Claus movie where he has to find a wife?
Yes.
Where he takes her Carol on the sleigh ride and then they've got just the cloud of snow over them that just follows
Oh,
them all the
yeah.
way. That would be fun.
That would be fun. Okay. And finally, would you rather be able to perfectly bake any Christmas cookie recipe on the first try, or have your house permanently smell like fresh pine and gingerbread?
I think the baking one. Yeah, I think the baking
Yeah.
one because my question about the other one would be, what is the smell coming from? Is it made out of poisonous chemicals?
Okay, that aside, say it is fresh. It says fresh pine and gingerbread. So we're going to say that it's actually fresh pine that's
There are
non-toxic.
elves in my attic that are
Uh-huh.
baking gingerbread cookies and
Yep.
putting the
That's what
smell
I
through
would
the vent.
choose.
Okay, then sure,
Cuz
I'll take
I
that one.
am pretty good. I am pretty good at baking anyway, and I love to try new recipes. So I
Mhm.
don't sometimes sometimes there's growth in your failures. So if you mess something up, yes, it's frustrating, but you learn something from it. I love a
Yeah.
good smelling house. And because we have 2 dogs and a cat,
Mhm.
and your sister brings her dog over quite often, it's a dog house. So
Mhm.
give me the gingerbread and fresh pine anytime.
Yeah, I don't like baking, so if it could turn out perfect every time, that would be ideal.
Yeah. Okay. And finally, no money. I mean, no cap on money. What is your Christmas wish? And the caveat is that it has to be for you. It's not, if you could have anything you want, I'm going to give to the ASPCA or whatever. It's got to be something for you, not a charity, not for someone else, not for your kids. What's your Christmas wish?
Can it involve my family?
Sure.
Okay. I would
Money is
want
no option.
okay, object.
Object. Yes, no object.
Money
It's
is
no
not an
option.
option. So
No.
what would you have that was free?
5 minutes of silence.
Are you kidding? I have to pay a babysitter for that.
Money is an
No.
object.
I would have like a 200-acre ranch with a huge home with horse paddocks and with room for cattle and um, every animal you can think of. Um, Housing for ranch hands to live on the property. And yeah.
Would their salary be included as well then?
Sure. Yes. Let's include their
Okay.
salary since I don't know
if
what we
money's no
would be
object,
doing
reach
to
for the
make
stars.
money. Yeah. I don't know what we'd be doing to make money. I guess selling cattle.
Yeah.
I don't really want to slaughter cattle on my property, but I will sell it to somebody else to take care of that situation.
Yeah, there you go.
But I want chickens. I want goats. I want all of the animals. And I want to like take care of them and have my kids help too, but that many animals. So you can't do that with just us. You'd have to have people. But that would be my unlimited money wish. And and have it be somewhere where they're not like developing right now. So it'll be at least, 50 years before quadrant homes pop up all around them.
Mm-hmm. And if you have enough property, you wouldn't see any other homes.
Yes, and there would be extra houses on the property as well. So if my family wanted to either come stay or come live, that would be an option. We'd have a grotto style pool, all the things. Maybe a go-kart track.
Okay. If anyone's listening that, feels like gifting Jessica her Christmas wish, we're probably talking tens of millions of dollars, probably more than that. But
yes,
if money is indeed no object, then
yeah. Just message me on Instagram. I'll give you my phone number. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I will not be sending feet pictures to anybody.
Hey, if someone wants to give me a ranch, I'll send them pictures of my stubby little Fred Flintstone feet.
They'll know your address. They can show up whenever they want.
That's true. Well, my wish is maybe not as grand as that, but along the same lines. I would wish for all the home renovations that I want to do to be done on my existing home. The painting, the new deck, the, stuffer deck around the pool, and my chicken coop of my dreams with a chandelier inside and a little placard with all the names of all the little hens. And ideally, I would love to have goats as well and a place for them. So, of course, we'd need a barn, house painted, which we're actually going to do this summer anyway. But all that done, and then the mortgage paid off. That's what I would love. Fence around the yard, around the property. Basically the same thing. I would just want to not have to worry about a mortgage ever again.
Yes.
Which is the American dream. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, any bajillionaires listening that want to just grant a couple of Christmas wishes to some lowly podcasters, let us know.
Yes.
I guess we should rate the movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna rate it with Christmas wishes. So what?
Okay.
How many Christmas wishes would you give A Reason for the Season?
I thought this movie was really, really good. I would definitely watch it again. I wasn't bored. I felt like though there was some predictability, they did give enough twists that it felt different. I liked that there was an ensemble of characters that had their own storylines going as we were trying to figure out what their Christmas wishes would be. And Taylor Cole always looks great. She always looks so cute. Her hair is impeccable. Beautiful. Yeah. Her clothes her styling was great. Like I said, I would have liked her first outfit to be a little more over the top, even though I do love the outfit, but for the story. So I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. 4 Christmas wishes.
I agree. I thought that the chemistry between Taylor Cole and Kevin McGarry was great. I loved that there didn't have to be this big blow up conflict. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, there were some mistruths in the beginning, but that seems to be the angle to create a conflict, but it didn't have to be a big, huge thing. There was no ex-boyfriend that showed up and tried to blow things up. There was
Mhm.
no major, major misunderstanding. I agree. The ensemble cast was great. I think they cast it really well with all the characters from the diner. And yeah, I just thought it was a really sweet movie. I have seen it twice, but if it runs again this holiday season, I will definitely tune in again. And pretty much anything that Taylor Cole or Kevin McGarry are starring in, I would watch. And I too would give it 4 Christmas wishes.
Mhm.
So highly recommend A Reason for the Season. Check it out. It's streaming on Hallmark Plus right now. And I didn't look to see on Friendly if it's on Hallmark Channel, but I imagine it is. So
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched it on Hallmark Plus. So
hmm I did too. Okay, so yeah, that was A Reason for the Season. I'm definitely going to be starting to watch the what's it called, Christmas at Sea.
Yes.
So that was yeah, I'm gonna start watching that
Yes.
this week. But you want to tell us about next week's episode and what movie we'll be covering?
Yes. So next week is our last week of Christmas in July movies already. So sad. Um, but we know we're getting that much closer to new holiday movies. So we are going to do A Kind-Hearted Christmas, which is an older film that stars Jenny Garth. I have no idea what it's about. I have never seen it, but I like Jenny Garth, so we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
give it a shot. Also has
All
Emily
right.
Tennant in it, who led Holiday Hotline, which I love that movie. So cute.
Oh, I just watched part of that the other day. It's
Oh,
so good.
it's so good. I love that movie. So I'm trying to get her on the podcast. I would really like to talk to her about both movies. So we'll see. That remains to be seen. But we do have also an exciting interview coming out here in a couple of weeks. And yeah, and then we'll talk about Christmas at Sea once all the episodes have aired.
Sounds good. Yeah, and in the meantime, it's early July here still, so there are plenty of opportunities to watch all kinds of Christmas movies on Hallmark and on Hallmark Plus and GSE as well. So
Hmm.
check it out. I don't know that Lifetime is doing a lot of Christmas movies. I think they were just talking about what movies from the past that you could watch to celebrate Christmas in July, but
Yeah, I don't know that they
th-
were airing any, but they definitely have them on their app. So if you have the app,
mhm.
you could go and watch because they have had some solid holiday movies for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I can't think of any right offhand if they're specifically Lifetime. I want to say that one with Jennifer Grey where she goes on a road trip with a random guy. She ends up sharing a ride trying to get somewhere to her wedding, I think. I think
Yes.
that's a
I
Lifetime
like
movie.
that
I
one.
could be
I
wrong.
forget what
Yeah.
it's called. I think I watched that
Road
on
Less
YouTube.
Traveled or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
There's a few that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I like that movie a lot. Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart tends to do only Lifetime now. I think she has some kind of
Mm-hmm.
exclusivity with them. So I think she's mostly directing now. I really don't think she's acting a ton, but
Mm-hmm.
I really do hope we'll get a holiday movie with her, maybe with Joey Lawrence too, because I love them
That would
together.
be amazing.
They're
It
the
would be great to
best.
interview the two of them together. That would be so much fun.
Oh, the Lawrence brothers are here in Texas. They're like 2 hours from me this whole weekend.
Oh, are they? Oh, are they at a
Yeah,
con?
they're at a con, Corpus Christi Comic Con, which I'm not going
Oh,
to, but
fun.
they seem like cool guys. I'm listening to their podcast. They seem just like really down to earth,
Mm-hmm.
nice human beings who work
Yeah.
really hard. And, I admire them because they have a podcast that they are paying for on their own. They have
Mm-hmm.
talked about how they've gotten offers from iHeart and other production companies, and they're just not interested. They want to have full control over everything. And so they do the editing, like they do
Good for
everything.
them.
Yeah. And I think
Just
it's
like
really
us. They're
cool.
real people just like us. And you know what
Yes.
I love about them is that they own their mistakes
Mhm.
and they're not afraid to talk about it. And they seem like really down to earth, real people. So
Yeah. Yep.
shout out to the Lawrence brothers.
Yes, yes, I agree. We should do a movie with one of them, or maybe one of the ones with all of them in it
We should do a
at some
movie with
point.
one of them. I want to act.
I will message them right now.
That's
We
my
are
Christmas
available.
wish.
We are available.
Yeah, I can
Oh
be
my gosh.
librarian number 2 or something in the background. I don't care. Well,
Oh,
guys,
goodness.
this was fun. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Love on the Pod and share your episode thoughts or ideas by emailing us at loveonthepod@gmail.com. Plus, you can text us with future movie recommendations. They don't have to always be Hallmark. They can be GAC, Lifetime, Netflix, any TV movies that you think would be great for us to cover. Let us know. You can use the link in our show notes. If you love this episode and want to hear more, please subscribe to the podcast as we drop new episodes weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're a rich heiress on a quest to earn your trust fund,
Or a small town attorney with a heart of gold.
we hope all your Christmas wishes come true. Happy Christmas in July, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.